All righty, how's it going, everybody? Harry Newhand here. Last week we went into missing in action mode. Actually, I dropped in for a few minutes. I was at the airport. I was actually flying home from Phoenix. I hadn't been there in 30 years. I had an opportunity to go to a presentation by an amazing speaker, and it was actually a whole event. It wasn't just him. It was the event itself. It was just fantastic. It was worth the trip, just in and out. So it was great. So welcome back. So what I want to talk about today is today's the last day of January. And in the network marketing business, you're probably in the 2 minute drill trying to close out your month, and I congratulate you on that. Tomorrow's a brand new month. But I want you to look at, how's your plan going? How's your plan going? And what did you do right in January? What did you do right? Figure that out. Figure out what you did right in January. And if you got it right, great. What didn't you get right? Throw it away. Leave it in January. Don't take that into February. What you did right, you want to take that momentum into February. So what didn't work, forget it. Throw it away. Get rid of it. What did work, we want to focus on. We want to build on. We want to build that momentum. You got 11 months ahead of you, so that's what you want to focus on. Is 11 months in front of you, not what didn't work in January, what you didn't do, or what happened. This in 2 days from now, we got a major snowstorm coming. Actually, two back to back. We've got 6 to 10 inches coming on Wednesday, another 6 to 10 inches coming on Thursday. It's two different systems, just converging, one from the south, one from the west. Could that be a distraction? Sure, it could. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on what we can do leading up to that, and then through that. And because most of us work at home, thank God for network marketing, being able to work at home, you have an opportunity to work right through it and don't worry about it. So ask yourself a couple questions. Are you reaching your goals that you set forth on January 1st or in December for January 1st? Did you reach your goals on your client acquisition, getting new customers? Did you reach your goals on team building, recruiting new people? Did you get new people in your business? Recruit new fresh people. How about team building? Did any of your people get new people? So what were your goals, and is that something that worked, or is that something that you need to work on? So I want to help you. That's what I do. I believe that I'm one of the top network marketing trainers in the world, and I want to help you. And I want to help you to grow your business. If you are really in network marketing, you want to do it, you want to build a passive income, you want to build a residual income that will grow with you. If you want to stay focused or get focused on what will work, if you're going to be in it for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever that looks like to you, do you want to build that income to make your life easier, to have the things you want, to will it to your children? The promise of network marketing is you build it and you can will it to your kids. Well, if that's what you want to do, there's some certain things that in my experience will get you on the right track. If you're already on the right track, you'll be able to teach these to your people. I was on a call the other day and on Friday, and we were talking about how you grow, or where's the big money, or how do these people make so much money. And here's one of the things that I was taught is in network marketing, whatever business you're in, you can make a lot of money. There's no question about it. The way you get rich is by teaching other people how to make money. The way you become absolutely wealthy and you create wealth is teaching the teachers how to teach. And when you go down like that and you teach the teachers, you are learning at an exponential rate because now you're learning at another level. Say, okay, well, Harry, I'm not ready for teaching. I just want to build it myself. Okay, so let's start there. And here's what I encourage you to do. Several people I've talked to over the last couple of months, helping them, getting them focused on what they need to do right now so that they can grow from where they're at to where they want to go. And there was a common denominator. And the common denominator is is in what you're saying. Is in what you're saying about the products to get a customer, your system of getting new customers into the process, and what are you saying to get new people into your business. And so often we say too much, and sometimes we don't say enough. So there's a fine line there. And when I was on this call on Friday, I said, people have two testimonials, two kinds of testimonials. One is the 30-second elevator pitch or bumper pitch. That's, what happened, who are you, who you are, what do the products do for you, what did the business do for you, and what can they do for me. The other one is the 3 or 4 minute presentation that leads up to that, the emotion, the life changing stuff that product and service that you offer has done for you. And it doesn't matter what the product and service it is, whether it's consumable, tangible, consumable product, or if it's a service. You've gotten results on it. Somebody's gotten results on it. You tell those testimonials. So here's what I found is if a big part of your results is predicated on what you're saying and how you're saying it, it's important, critical to the point of whether you're just one of the millions of people that are in the business that just are consumers using the products, and once in a while you recruit somebody and once in a while you get a customer, or do you want to grow a business and create a passive income? And here's what it is. Invest the time and energy in developing up a repetitive presentation. A repetitive presentation that's duplicatable. You see, when I was growing my business, I wasn't duplicatable. And I needed something that I could not only learn myself quickly, but also teach other people how to do. And once I had a repetitive presentation down, then everything went faster. You got to change a little nuance here and there based on who you're talking to. For example, if you're in the weight loss industry and you're talking to somebody who doesn't need to lose any weight, they can increase their energy, increase their workouts, sleep better at night. Overall feeling of wellness, overall well-being is what I would be talking to them about. Somebody needs to lose weight, it's weight loss testimonials. So you have the little nuances, but you want to get a repetitive presentation down. A repetitive presentation on your products and services, and a repetitive presentation down on your recruiting, on your business. You don't want to spray all over the place. You want to target, pinpoint, and know exactly what you're going to say and how you're going to say it based on who you're talking to. So having that repetitive presentation will accelerate where you're at. You say, well, nobody's ever told me that before. So here's what, I'll give you an example for the weight loss. When I learned weight loss, that was the industry I was in. And whatever business you're in, whatever product or services you have, you can figure it out, or I can help you. But for weight loss, somebody says, well, how do you lose weight? The first thing we said was, are you seriously interested? Because we didn't want to spend time if somebody was just wasting time, just making fun. Are you seriously interested in losing weight? Say, yeah, I need to lose 40 pounds. Say, okay, great. How long, have you tried anything else to lose weight before? They said, yeah, I've tried just about everything. Say, okay, great. Why didn't they work? And we started finding out, so this was part of our presentation. This was part of the dialogue going back and forth, because I wanted to find out where they were at, identify their needs, and then share with them the benefits of my product or services. So I had that repetitive presentation, and I didn't have it right away. It was something that I had to search out and find what the successful people were saying, what they were doing, and then I duplicated that, I modeled that, and then I built it into my DNA. So here it is 36 years later, I still know exactly what I was saying back then, and so forth. So get a repetitive presentation. Now, I offer free coaching sessions. So if you are interested in communicating with me, just send me a direct message. I do a free coaching session. I've got a big free event coming up on Saturday, February 19th. Mark it on your calendar. It's at 12 noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be a boot camp, 2 to 3 hour boot camp on prospecting online and offline, and recruiting, and having these, in growing your business. So if you're interested in growing at that level, you want to get more customers, you want to get more distributors or business partners, whatever you call them, into your downline, into your organization, I'm going to be talking about that on Saturday, the 19th of February. You're going to see the enrollment form here coming up in the next few days, certainly by next Monday, because we got time. We're going to be able to register for free, and you can get all your people out. It's going to be a generic training, so any business, anybody in network marketing, or direct sales can get into this webinar, get value out of it. So you can get your downline, your crossline, your upline, whoever you want in there. In the meantime, if you want a free coaching session to find out what we could do with your presentation, get a repetitive presentation down, I know it can be gold for you. It could absolutely be gold for you, especially if you've been in your business. You're locked into the products. You're emotionally tied to them. You know they work. You've been in it for 4, 5, 6 years, but you're not building that downline fast enough. You're not building people that stick around. You have a revolving door, and you don't have a good retention rate. I can certainly help you get a presentation down that will work for you. I get excited when I hear what people are saying and give them 2 or 3. By the way, one word can make all the difference. One little phrase can make all the difference. When I was in direct sales, we had a 4-paragraph script, and we were going door to door selling cable TV, and I had no problem without that script. But again, my personality wasn't duplicatable, so I needed a script. So we got a 4-paragraph script, and there was one word in there. If you change that word, it created a confrontation at the door. So we figured out that word, we got it in place, and went on to create several $1 million worth of business. And it was exciting because my top 7 guys were all making $100,000 a year or more going door to door. 3 of them ended up earning over $1 million over time, and they're still doing it in one capacity or another. They're still in it, management, and knocking on doors and building teams. So that's exciting. So anyway, I have a free coaching session available to you if you want it. Take advantage of it. All right. So that's it. I will, as I get more information on the class coming up on the 19th, I'll certainly share it with you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you next week for sure, or before that. Bye now.